two teams.
But then again, Galbally first they were nearly always able to beat Hospital.
Oh, they were. Always back along.
In any business or in any business.
You better be careful now in a minute because all your talking could be picked up.
What's going on? I can only take the backside of the team.
Are you running, Jim?
Yeah, she's running now. I'm doing a bit of an intro.
You only just started?
Yeah.
Okay, just welcome you to the county semi-final between Galbally and Hospital, which is being played on the 5th of August, Friday night, in the pitch in Kilfinane. And the Galbally team now have run out onto the pitch and they're having a kick around beforehand. The Hospital team, which I've just handed to a couple of minutes ago by Sean McAuliffe, the secretary of the club, lines out Kevin Higgins in goals, Tom Costello right full back, Ger right full back, Wayne Allen left full back, Donald Carroll right half back, Jimmy Carroll centre back, and Jerry O'Sullivan left half back. And the centre field is Andy Garvey and Pat O'Connell. Right half forward is Alan Burke, centre forward is Mike Hennessy. The left full half forward is Bobby Fenton. Top of the right, Tom D. Full forward, PJ Garvey. And top of the left is John McAuliffe. And it's a grand evening for a match. Very little breeze blowing. A grand calm evening. So there should be no excuses, whoever is going to win. Right, we just sunshine has just come out now and it's beginning to shine right in on top of us, so we're going to have a job in watching it against the glare and the light into the camera mightn't help that much. The Galbally line out, we'll have to take it when they line up because we haven't been given it yet, but I presume we'll be able to recognise them when they go into their positions. There's just a nice crowd here now at the moment, but we thought it would be a much bigger crowd, like, you know, but I suppose a lot of them are only coming yet. Now, the referee is Ger Hawk from Monaleen, who's not very well known refereeing football matches so far, so he's quite a surprise packet to be refereeing this county semi-final. Tonight as well in Newcastle West, the other semi-final between Abbeyfield and Monaleen is taking place. So if both matches, there's winners in both matches, the contestants for the county final should be known tonight. Abbeyfield and Askeaton, sorry. Scully in goals. John Dunn must be full right corner back, and it's Gerard Fahy full back, and Tom Quinlan left full back, and right half back is John Kiley. Centre back is Ger Carew, and the left half back is Kieran Begley. Centre field is Patrick Ryan and Mike McGrath. Right half forward is Shamie Morrissey. Centre forward is Timmy Cummins, and left half forward is Colin Finnan. Full forward is Liam Morrissey. Right corner forward is Fergal Finnan and Johnny Cummins, top of the left. So the ball is thrown in and Hospitalman catches it first, kicks a fast one, Andy Garvey into the full forward. He boxes it out to Andy Garvey, number 8, kicks it across, and Tom Quinlan comes in with the boot, clears it out towards the centre of the field. Gathered again by Pat O'Connell. The ball hops inside in the square to John Scully. John Scully clears it out towards the middle of the field. The ball breaks again, gathered again by the hospital man. Pat O'Connell lobs it back in again. Ger Fahy makes a great interception there and clears it back out to John Kiley. The ball drops, John boxes it back to Ger Fahy, who kicks a high one out towards the 50-yard line. And Patrick Ryan was pushed on the back there, so free up for Galbally. Patrick's taken it himself out of his hand, kicks it up along the right wing. Running along the right wing. Gathered by Ger Wright, who was blocked down by Shamie Morrissey. free into Galbally there from just about 40 yards out from the goals. Timmy Cummins, I think, is going to take the free. He's taking it off his hands. Way out near the sideline on the right hand side, about 40 yards out from the goals. Kicks a high one in, lobbing right in on the square. Bought a box by Liam Morrissey, but was broken out to the side. Ball is on the ground there. Cleared out by the hospital back out over the sideline. Tim Cummins now is taking this one again, about 14 or 15 yards out from the goals. Kicks it right across the goals again, going across on the far side of beyond the square. Broken down by Kilfinane and out over the line and wide. Chance lost there by Galbally now. Kevin Higgins, the goalkeeper for Hospital, now about to take the kick out. Good long one, landing about 40 yards out from the goals. Broken down by Mike McGrath to Patrick Ryan, who boxes onto Timmy Cummins. Timmy's on the solo run onto his left leg and kicks it the first goal of the game over the bar. Yeah, just about 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes gone now. And Kevin Higgins kicks it again. Not a great one. Gathered by Shamey Morrissey in the middle. Shamey on his hits it side footed in. Ball going in. Joe Wright, the full back, kind of messes it. Mess between himself and the goalie. And the ball free out. Looked like it was going to be 45 for Galbally, but the ref blew the whistle and gave a free out. Bit of missing there by the Hospital defenders. Goalkeeper Kevin Higgins again, taking the free this time. Kicks it low along the ground, out towards the right sideline. And free against Galbally there. Taken fast.
Good lad.
Kieran Begley went just missed it, but broke it down well. Good lot of pushing and pulling at this stage. Mike McGrath taking this one off the ground. Nice one across the centre. Broken down there by Hospital. Picked off the ground, but the ref lets it go. Cleared out towards the side. Ball hopping high. Mike McGrath kind of waited for him, but the Hospital man burst in front of him and kicked out over the sideline on the far side. Kieran Begley kicks it high one up along the wing again. The ball breaks going out towards the sideline. Gathered by up along the right, good long one now by Hospital, broken down by Tom Quinn to John Kiley, who boxes it on to Patrick Ryan in the centre. Patrick kicks it in. Liam Morrissey goes out, grabs it well. Kicks it. His kick is broken down, but it breaks for Patrick Ryan. Patrick takes a kick from about 30 yards out and veers off to the right and wide. He's limping after that. He must have got a knock on his leg as he went for the ball. Galbally seem to be well on top at this stage and should be putting the advantage on the scoreboard. So there was a chance of a score there gone, a big one.
All the players at the right end, innit?
Goalkeeper now kicking out the ball again. Landing on the 45. Mike McGrath went a small bit too far forward, went over him, but broke Andy Garvey, who kicks it up along the left wing. Gathered by Ger McAuliffe, who boxed it in the centre into number 12, Bob Fenton. The ball breaking loose down there, a bit of a schmozzle out in front of the goals. It's gathered again by Andy Garvey, who takes a kick, a shot at goals, landed into John Scully, who breaks it down and kicks it out to the wing. Gathered by Colin Finnan, who kicks a long one up the middle. Shamey Morrissey under it. The ball breaks again there, and Colin Finnan boots it forward again. Liam Morrissey side foots it. Fergal Finnan cleared out by the full back to your right. Good lot of pulling and dragging now. The referee seems to be letting a lot now. There was about 5 or 6 fouls there left go by the referee. Eventually men had nearly to be choked before the whistle was blown. Fergal Finnan fouled very heavily there. Free from about 30 yards out now, a bit to the right hand side of the goal, to be taken now by John Cummins. Johnny taking his time now, studying and running up to it. Kicks a good one, straight over the bar. About 8 or 9 minutes gone now in the first half. Galbally 2 points, Hospital Herbertstown 0. Goalkeeper kicking it out now from the 20, good long one this time, landing in the middle of the field. Broken down by Mike McGrath. The ball breaks loose. Timmy Cummins snaps it up, kicks it up along the wing. Liam Morrissey and Johnny Cummins going for it. Gone out over the sideline. About 25 yards out from the hospital goals. And Tom Costello kicks a high one out to the middle of the field, breaks off of Kieran Begley. Mike McGrath steps in, grabs it. Mike's having a good game now at centre field. Kicks a high one up along to this side. Brought down by Fergal Finnan. Grabbed by Bobby Fenton. PJ Gavi's come out a long ways from the goals, going a solo run up along. Kicks a high one in to John Scully, who grabs it inside and goals and clears it with his left leg out to this side. Patrick Ryan goes for it. The ball breaks. John Kiley runs onto it. John kicks it. Late tackle. Shammy Morrissey, very late tackle there, and John Kiley.
Get him.
Very late tackle there by number 9, Pat O'Connell from Hospital Herbertstown. Very lucky he wasn't booked at that. John Kiley going to take the free now himself. Kicks the shot one up the wing. Small bit too short, didn't go to Shammy Morrissey. Shammy fouls. Shot free taken there now by Hospital again up along the wing. Ger Carew jumps in. John Kiley works very well there. Box it on to Shammy Morrissey. Shammy into Patrick Ryan. Patrick Ryan now going through the centre about 30 yards out. Kicks it with his right leg, and a great point by Patrick Ryan straight over the bar. Best point of the game so far, number 3 for Galbally. All came from great work by John Kiley here in front of us near the middle of the field. Galbally well on top at this stage, completely dominating. Yeah. Galbally seemed to be dominating at centre field, getting all the breaks there. Right onto the centre of the field again. Ball is caught by Mike Hennessy, number 11. Aidan Carew is he's out in America at the moment, so he's missing off the Galbally team. Hennessy now takes the kick, a long one in the middle. John Kiley slips, well caught by Mike McGrath, who gets a slap across the head. The referee just speaks to the PJ Garvey there. It hasn't booked anybody yet. Ger Fahy now to take the free. 35 yards out from the Galbally goals. Good one down the middle, dead straight down the centre. Jimmy Carroll kicks it away up the field. Free back to where the original foul was held. Jimmy Carroll now to take the free himself. Kicks a high one right from the centre of the field, straight in the middle. Grabbed again by Mike McGrath, who's having a stormer. Big long one up, caught by Shammy Morrissey. Shammy high tackle there by Jimmy Carroll. On to Timmy Cummins. Timmy boxes it on again to Shamey Morrissey. Shamey running towards the right hand side. Boxes it out to Fergal Finnan. Fergal sidesteps and kicks a lovely ball in, but a small bit too soft and grabbed by the goalkeeper inside. Goalkeeper comes out, clears it with his left leg going towards the sideline. Fergal out there and the ball hops out over the sideline. The ref, one of the hospital players, Pat O'Connell, down injured. Just about 14 minutes, 13 or 14 minutes gone now, and in the first quarter of an hour, Galbally have completely dominated. And injured, the ball kicked in across the centre, but grabbed by a hospital. And Bobby Fenton kicks it up to centre. Kieran Begley fouled there as he was going for the ball and pushed. Kieran kicks it straight up to centre. A bad ball this time, but it breaks for Galbally. Man down injured again. Liam Morrissey kicks a wild kick, standing kick, well wide, about 10 or 15 yards wide.
One out at the worst into the knock, so
right. That's number 9 for hospital is after getting injured again, so he's been carried off. The sub will be coming on for hospital. Number 19 in is a sub for hospital. He's running into going in towards the corner forward. Switch in the hospital team. I think PJ Gavin was coming out centre forward. Boxed again by Mike McGrath, who's having a great game. Timmy Cummins on the solo run. Boxes it out to Colin Finnan. Colin out on the wing. Turns around, hits it back to Timmy Cummins. Timmy being surrounded by 3 hospital players now, kicks a high one in, coming in across the goal, but just wide on the left hand side. Galbally missing chances now, completely dominating, having the ball completely on the hospital half of the field, but should be putting more on the scoreboard. So still only 3 points up, and trying to be a small bit lackadaisical because they're not running enough at the hospital backs. We seem quite vulnerable at this stage. Ball out again, boxed by John Kiley, well forward. Ball cleared by the hospital fullback, Ger Wright, coming towards the sideline right here in front. It hops over the sideline. Sideline ball to Galbally. John Kiley taking the sideline kick now. Kicks a high one up along the right wing. Drops inside. The ball breaks for Timmy Cummins. Timmy drops it again, picks it up. It's robbed. Coming out towards the sideline again. Ball right on the corner flag now. Free in for Galbally. Pushing. Kicks it fast and across the goals, but the goalie. The referee makes him take it again. Didn't allow the fast free. Has to be taken from the 13-metre line. Right out on the sideline now. Timmy's taking it from his hands. Comes out a small bit, hooks it in with his left leg, and it drops just wide on the right hand post. Caught by Patrick Ryan, well fielded, but it just drops out of his hands. Knocked over towards the side. Picked up there by Donny O'Carroll off the ground. He seemed to be going forward with nobody marking him. Kicked by Fergal Finn and Johnny Cummins on it now. A lot of the players seem to be dropping the ball an awful lot, not holding on to it, losing possession of it. A good pass there by Fergal right to Patrick Ryan. Patrick about 30 yards out, kicks it straight over the bar. A very good point again by Patrick Ryan. There's some belly Vascan supporters here now. Some of them are not in no condition to play football actually at the moment. Might have been trying to do it last night. Not so successfully. Now Kevin Higgins again kicks it out. Fielded again by Mike McGrath, who's dominating completely at centre field. Having a great game at centre field, Mike McGrath. Free to Galbally now. It's about 60 yards out. Johnny Cummins placing it. Long distance out to expect a point from this one from Johnny, but it might be there or thereabouts. Johnny's lining himself up now, coming up to take the free. Good long one, landing in the square. Breaks down there, grabbed by PJ Garvey, the hospital full forward, who seemed to be back in the full back line at this stage. Hospital coming forward. PJ Garvey boxed it on. And well intercepted there by Kieran Begley, who's completely dominating. And John Kiley playing very well as well on the Galbally half back line. Johnny Cummins drops the ball, booted up by the hospital, grabbed by Ger Carew, kicks it towards the right. The ball breaks there. And the free to the hospital. Kicks it out towards the side. Hopped up Andy Garvey, or PJ Garvey. Has come way out now the field, has left the full forward line. Another free in there for hospital. A corner forward. We know the hospital, all the hospital forward line has been shook up now, but not too sure who's playing in what position. Free now about 40 yards out near the far sideline. Johnny Dunn is being booked now at this stage. Up near the goals. He's booked anyhow. Free now being taken by hospital. Taking it left leg. Lends it in, going towards the way over the and harmlessly wide. Well wide on the left hand side. Good chance lost there by hospital now. Okay. Number 13 is Tom D. Ball broken there now by hospital. PJ Garvey coming out now has made a difference since he's come out from full forward. He's out around the half forward line or the centre field. Going to take the free out of his hand now about high one in by PJ Garvey. Out towards the right hand side. Off the hospital men's caught by Tom Quinn and he kicks it high up across and dangerous one across the goal. John Kiley goes for it. Broken by PJ Garvey again, who lobs it into number 12. And number 12 kicks it across the goals and it goes out wide. There was a chance there by Bobby Fenton. Hospital seem very lackadaisical about going for they seem to be not really going for the scores, just kicking kind of soft balls across the goals and afraid of kicking them wide. Galbally still lead by 4 points at this stage to no score from hospital. John Scully now taking, I think it's nearly his first or second kick out. Kicks it down the left wing. The ball is going out towards the sideline. Patrick Ryan picks it up, kicks it up along again, the grand one up along the wing, boxed on by Johnny Cummins. But the linesman has his flag up. Line ball to hospital on the far side. Number 2, Tom Costello, taking it with his right leg, kicks it up along the wing as well. Broken down there by Kieran Begley, caught by Patrick Ryan, who's playing very well at centre field. Shamie Morrison now going for it. Shamie fouled there, but the ref didn't give it. Timmy Cummins comes in for it. Hops off the ground. Timmy goes back across, box it to John Kiley. John Kiley boxed on to Shamie Morrissey. Shamie Morrissey. Some very high tackling, a rough tackling there by hospital. Number 7, Jerry O'Sullivan now being booked by the referee. A very high tackle there on Shamey Morrissey. Shamey having a good game again at right half forward for Galbally. In fact, all the Galbally players performing quite well at this stage, although even they might have some more scores on the scoreboard. Jerry O'Sullivan, yeah, number 7 for Hospital, the left half back, booked there. John Cummins takes it now just outside the 45 metre. Dead calm conditions here now, the sun beginning to set a small bit. Grand one by Johnny Lobbin in about quite near the square. The ball is broken, grabbed by one of the Hospital players and pulled down there by free out for Hospital. Kicks it a high one, out about 35 yards out. Grabbed by number 11 Mike Hennessy, the Hospital centre forward. Hospital players now very hard to follow him because they're burst out by Tom Quinlan. Tom grabs it and kicks it again up along the wing, out quite close to the sideline. Johnny Cummins knocked out over the sideline there. Line ball to Hospital, kicked along the sideline again, broken down by Patrick Ryan. Grabbed by Colin Finnan. Ball just hopped there wrong for Shamey Morrissey. Free again now to Hospital. Kicks it low one. And it was burst in by John Kiley. Picked up again by Shamey Morrissey. Free to Galbally there. Shamey got a kick in his fingers, I'd say, when he was going down for the ball. Shamey down injured now at the moment. Of 25 or 26 minutes gone now, about 4 or 5 minutes to half time. Galbally still completely dominant, and if they get a few more scores now by half time, Hospital will have to put in an extra effort to get back into the game in the second half if they can keep this lead. Now John Cummins taking the free again. It's a small bit beyond his reach, about 55 yards out. Johnny lining it up now again. This one lobs in the same place, in around the goals again, broken down by out over the line. This time it's a 45 for Galbally. On the 45 metre line, Johnny is about 5 or 10 yards nearer the goals this time, and he should be there or thereabouts if he connects with it right. At least he's getting plenty of practice at frees now. Johnny comes up to it now. Gets a good distance. We're still just lobbing on the square. Boxed out by the Hospital players. Coming out towards the wing. Timmy Cummins races for it. It's got by Mike Hennessy inside near the corner. He kicks it right footed up along the wing. Going towards the sideline. Johnny done, the ball breaks off it. Johnny just saves it from going over the corner, but hits it up to Timmy Cummins. Timmy now about 30 yards out, comes across the goal, kicks it high in. Lobbing now about 10 yards out towards the left of the goals. The ball hops up in the air and the referee blows for a free out for Hospital. Fergal Finnan goes limping away from that. The referee puts back the free again. The match quite dead in patches, just playing in fits and starts. There's no kind of continuous playing it at all. Kevin Higgins, the Hospital goalie, takes the free just from the edge of the square, kicks it out to centre, lobbing out there, broken down again, and the referee gives a free to Hospital. We can hear John Scully roaring to get his backs in order back there. Jimmy Carroll taking it from his hand now, kicks it over towards the right, just hit by Mike McGrath, but it breaks off his hand. Mike gets back on it again and is fouled. A lot of pulling and dragging and holding in the match. Mike kicks a high one right in across Robin about 30 yards out. On front is Shamey Morrissey. Shamey boxed it to Fergal Finnan. Fergal with 3 backs in front of him. It was a very harsh decision by the referee there. Didn't give him a chance to do anything with it. Quick free out by Hospital. Hospital on the break now. Number 8 is calling him back to take the free from where the foul was committed. A minute or two now to half time, coming up to 8 o'clock. Kicked by Jimmy Carroll, kind of low one up the centre, broken off the hands of breaking out towards the sideline. This time it's a sideline ball for Galbally. Kieran Begley kicks it, a high one up along, boxed on by Johnny Cummins. Jimmy Carroll picks it up now about 30 yards out. Hits it out towards the sideline. Free to Hospital. About 35 yards out. Ball broke out again there, and this time it's a sideline ball for Hospital. Kicked in towards the centre. Number 12, Bobby Fenton, loses it. Comes back towards Patrick Ryan. Patrick box broken by the Hospital man. In comes Derek Carew, kicks a high one. A late tackle again, and some very late tackles by the Hospital players now, who seem to more keen on tackling the Galway fellas after the ball is gone rather than playing football themselves. And I think these tactics, if they continue with them, will result in defeat for them. Small bit of difference of opinion to where the ball landed after that kick to where the free has been taken. The ref is dropping it down on the 40, somewhere very near the 45-metre line. Out a small bit to the left of the goals. Johnny Cummins again. This time if Johnny has the distance he should nearly do it. But they all seem to be dropping just on the square or thereabouts. Lower one this time, in towards the goals. Boxed by Timmy coming straight over the bar. Very good point by Timmy. Into injury time now in the first half. Another switch is now in the... Kicked out by the goalkeeper, out towards the middle. Breaks there for Hospital, left kick up to centre. Kieran Begley grabs it there and clears a good ball down. Hopping now for Fergal Finnan, who kicks a high one, a kind of a boxed on by Timmy Cummins. Lovely one to Patrick Ryan, who hits it in now, veering out for Shamey Morrissey. Leamy's in the middle, nobody on him. Into Leamy Morrissey. Leamy takes a bullet of a shot and hits it across the goals and wide. Had looked there, but the Hospital backs were really torn asunder there. Must be very near half time now. We're gone well into injury time. The ref looks at his watch. Kicked out by the Hospital goalie. The ball breaks there, gathered by Shamey Morrissey. This time on to Timmy Cummins. Timmy goes solo run and kicks a great point over the bar. 6 up for Galbally now, right on the stroke of half time. Galbally completely dominant now at the moment. And if they'd only believed themselves a bit more, they should have Hospital completely out of sight at this stage. The Hospital goalkeeper Kevin Higgins now kicks the ball. The ref looks at his whistle again. Lobbing in the centre of the field. 2 of them up for it. Grabbed by Patrick Ryan. Patrick holds it well, hits it in. Breaks off the Hospital back. Full back there. Joe Wright kicks it across the centre. Grabbed by Jimmy Carroll in the middle. He kicks a high one up. John Kiley goes back for it. The ball breaks off him. Breaks to number 13. Freeing for Hospital. Bobby Fenton. Bit of missing there by Galbally when the free was taken first. Ball was taken in about 10 or 14 metres and is a quite scoreable position. Number 15, John McAuliffe, lines it up now. This will be the first score for the Hospital right at half time. Kicks it over the bar. That's the first score for Hospital. 6 points to 1 now in favour of Galbally. Ref still looking at his watch now. Looking at his watch now, I presume he's going to blow the half-time whistle. Yeah, he blows it up at half-time. So the score at half-time, Galbally 6 points, Hospital 1. What do you think is going to happen now? What do you think of the game so far?
It's a very dead game, really, but
Yeah.
Galbally are totally dominant, and they've dominated the game for most of the opening half, but they still have only 5 points ahead, 6 points to 1. For the amount of possession they have had in the first half, they should have at least 3 more points.
Right.
But
I think part of it is Galway don't believe enough in themselves. They're not running at the Hospital backs. Like, I mean, if they really believe in themselves, they could have torn us under there in the first half. Like.
Well, they could have,
Yeah.
but unfortunately the Hospital were able to collect the ball close to their own goal line on a big number of occasions. No, it was just 5 and 6 yards there from their own goal line. The Hospital men collected it, and I would say that I would still think that Hospital will mount a challenge for the second half, and with only 5 points of a lead, they're still in the game, even though they have played below their usual form at this stage.
Right, yeah.
But in the last game at Kilmallock, the day Galbally played Farrell Casey's, they played first against Newcastle West.
Right.
And on that occasion they were down a few points at half time, and they came back and won the game easily enough in the finish.
Right.
So I think myself that Galbally will have to continue
Right.
to
You
play.
wouldn't write off Hospital.
No, not at this stage.
Right.
No,
Right, we're still at half time here now, and the Hospital team are breaking up, coming out, I suppose, mad to get back into action, seeking to get back into the game at this stage. Galbally are still in the huddle below. Tom Flynn is really piping them up now for the second half, because they're within a half an hour now of going into the county final with a 5-point lead. And there's no excuse why they should lose this match if they keep playing like they played in the first half. And as I was speaking to Connie Buck there, Connie said, like, if Mike McGrath and Patrick Ryan keep playing like they played in the first half, there's no doubt that Galbally should win, but can they keep it up for the 60 minutes? That's the question. Right, the second half is off. The ball is thrown in. It's boxed on there by Mike McGrath, but Jimmy Carroll grabs it, sends a high ball up, veering a bit to the right. Grabbed there by Tom Quillen, who's pulled down a free out for Galbally. Tom having a very good game inside at cornerback. Hospital forwards now, and the whole team has been switched all over the place, so it's very hard to follow him. Nowhere like where they lined out. Patrick Ryan gets it, boxes it on there, boot out, grabbed by Timmy Cummins. And Timmy Cummins goes down injured. Caught by Jimmy Carroll. Free to Galbally just on the 45-metre line.
Take his name, right?
The referee talks there to Magella Cousin, who went in with first aid to Timmy. Timmy having a slug out of the bottle. Ball is Johnny dropping the ball on the ground now. Timmy seemed to get a bang in the head there from that tackle from Jimmy Carroll. This one is definitely within Johnny's range, like if things go right for him. Johnny coming well out to the side now, lines it up. Comes up to it now, kicks it. There's lobbing again in around the square. Boxed on by him, just shaves the post and wide. Maybe another opportunity missed there by Galbally. Spectators very quiet here because I suppose they have got very little to shout about so far, because Hospital haven't really been in the game except for that pint that they got in extra time before half time. Kicked out by the Hospital goalie, out to the 40. Ball breaks there, grabbed again by Mike McGrath. An extraordinary decision there by the referee. Mike McGrath got a belt in the jaw and was pulled, and he gave a free to Hospital. Ball moved on there by PJ Gava, who goes solo run, kicks it from about 30 yards and it's wide. But the umpire put up signals that it was a point. Looked to me as if the ball was well wide. The umpire at this stage looking up at the goalpost. If I'm any judge, the ball was about 2 yards wide. All the spectators on this side now have come to the conclusion that that was an extraordinary decision by the umpire, who seems to be standing about 5 or 10 yards out from the goals. Obviously has no experience of umpiring at a match. That's probably put a more zip into Hospital now, that they have got the break, the lucky break there from that kick in by PJ Garvey. Bit of missing there by Galbally now, and the ball is brought into the 20 metre line out towards the sideline. So Hospital seem to be coming back a bit into the game because of that lucky score. Free being taken now, and goes harmlessly wide on the left-hand side of the goals. That free by John McAuliffe. Still some comments being made about that last unofficial point, which was unofficially wide by everybody standing at this side of the field. The ball out to the centre of the field, breaks off Mike McGrath's hands, kicked on by Patrick Ryan on towards the 20 metre line. The ball hops in over the grabbed by one of the back there, who kicks it out towards the centre of the field, hopping out the centre of the field. Galbally centre field maybe a small bit boxed on now to Mike Hennessy, the centre of it. Andy Garvey going up on the right wing now, goes solo running and given a free against him. He ran into Jerkaroo. Free out to Galbally from the 20 metre line. Tom Quinlan has the ball now in his hand. Tom going to take it out of his hands. Kicks the high one out towards the centre. Broken there again. Grabbed by Patrick Ryan. But free on again for Galbally there. From where the ball landed. Must have been a late tackle. I didn't see exactly what happened there. The ball, this free again is about 45 metres out. It's taken a lot of these frees from 45 and 50 metres out, which are only landing on the square. It would be better to stay inside around the goals and let somebody take the long distance frees from outside. Anyhow, best of luck to Johnny this time. It's actually from outside the 45 metre line this time. Lobs again about 10 yards out. Breaks off of Leamy Morrissey. Patrick Ryan kicks it and over the bar. Definitely the man of the match so far has been Patrick Ryan, who has put up 3 points on the scoreboard and has played a storming game at centre field. There was a grave doubt about Patrick Ryan before this match, but I can tell you one thing, Galbally are very lucky that Patrick Ryan took the field tonight. Now the Hospital goalkeeper, Kevin Higgins again, taking his umpteen kick out. He kicks a low one out towards the middle. Grabbed there by Donny Carroll. Donny kicks it out of his hands now. High up the middle. Boxed down by John Kiley. Breaks towards Timmy Cummins. Timmy goes down and picks it up. Goes on the solo run with Mike McGrath outside him. Timmy's going through the middle. Studies himself now. Lobs a low one in. And is blocked down by Johnny Cummins. The ball breaks down the side. 20 metres out. Free out to Hospital. Jimmy Carroll, the ball box on now onto Hennessy. Mike Hennessy hits it on towards Andy Garvey. Up the middle, the ball breaks off the Hospital. Inside forwards from Hospital seem to be doing very badly. The Galbally full back line are totally dominant so far. Timmy Cummins has it again. He boxed it into Patrick Ryan. Patrick's running. Tackle there. Gets loose again. Tackle the second time. He hits it across to Shamey Morrissey. Shamey Morrissey hops it on his toe. Boxes it out towards Timmy Cummins. Out too far. Out towards the line ball. Timmy has it way out now and hits it straight across the goals and just wide on this side, the left-hand side of the goals. Hospital must be introduced another sub at this stage. Number 10, Alan Burke for Hospital, going off now. Kick out now by the goalkeeper, out towards this wing. The ball breaks there. Kicked out towards the sideline. Ball just on the sideline. Number 2 for Hospital. Pulled down there, Tom Costello. Tom fouled. Kicks it off his hand, up along the wing. Up along towards the sideline. The ball hops there. Boxed by Kieran Begley. Kicked across to Mike Hennessy, number 11. In the centre, goes in a solo run. Lobbing now about 20 yards out. Boxed on by... Free out for Galbally.
Proper decision, right?
Sub Danny Fell now coming on for Galbally. Fergal Finnan coming off here just in front of us. Or Colin Finnan, sorry. Ger Fahey has the ball now about 30 yards out, taking the free out of his hand. Kicks a high one out onto the centre of the field. Ball breaking out there, fielded again by Patrick Ryan. Patrick fouled as he kicked it, but he got a good kick in, lobbing about 40 yards out. Grabbed it, Timmy Cummins going through the centre. Boxed it out to Shamey Morrissey. Shamey has it, boxed it into Timmy Cummins. Timmy surrounded by 3 Hospital men. Kicks the ball across, and a great goal by Timmy Cummins. Brilliant goal by Timmy Cummins there. Over his shoulder, right into the real World Cup stuff. That's really putting it up to Hospital at this time. Brilliant run by Tim Cummins. And a pass back by Shamey Morrissey. Galbally now lead by 1-7 to 2 points, 10 points to 2 at this stage. About 9 or 10 minutes gone in the second half. Kick out again by the Hospital goalkeeper. Ball breaks there, broken down by Timmy Cummins. Kick forward by Hospital. Ger Carew has it. Ger is held there. Kicks it out. The ref gives a free to Hospital now from the centre. Ball out on the sideline now. PJ Gavin out kicking it from about 60 yards out. He's going to take it on, puts it on the ground, but takes it back up again, taking it out of his hand. Kicks a high one in now, lobbing about 10 yards out from the goals towards the right hand side. Boxed by the Hospital, ref blue for square ball. Free out to Galbally. That goal now by Tim Cummins has really put a big gap on the match between Hospital. Hospital really have to pull something out of the bag at this stage. They don't seem to be really getting into the game at all. John Scully kicks it out, one of his rare kick outs now. Good one by John, away out, lobbing about 60 yards out. The ball breaks, grabbed again by Patrick Ryan. Patrick is pulled, a foul this time, pulled down. Patrick picks it up, kicks it right one up along. And the ref gives a free out there against Shamey Morrissey. Some of the ref's decisions are quite funny, but he seems to be giving them on either side, so it's hard to say that he's favouring any side. Free out so from about 30 yards out from the Hospital goal. Kicks it down the middle again. Fergal Finnan grabs it. Good one by Fergal. Up the right wing, out to Limmy Morrissey. Limmy on his own, away out and 35 yards out. Kicks a high ball across the goals, towards the goals. And the ball is broken off the Hospital back there. The umpire didn't seem to know what was happening. It was quite obviously a 50 to Galbally. I think these umpires...
Oh, he has his hand up now. 50.
These umpires, I think, it's their first night out, I'd say, umpiring at a match. Quite obviously, they're quite green at the game. I think they probably wait till someone tells them what's after happening before they make up the decision. Danny Farrell now taking this one, a change on the free take, and Danny's taking it from the 45-metre line. Nearly in front of the goal, it's a small bit to the right of it. So John Cummins getting arrested this time. We'll see how Danny's taking a straight run at it now. Kicks a good long one. It's reaching very near the goal. So it veers off across, boxed across the goals by Johnny Cummins. Ball breaks there off of Kieran Begley, follows his man up the wing. Number 17, the sub for Hospital, kicks it up along the wing. Going down towards the corner there. The ball breaks off the Hospital player and a line ball for Galbally. The ref changes the decision there of linesman Gerald Cusson. I think the ref was actually wrong that time. It was quite obviously went off one of the Hospital players out for a sideline. The ball out on the sideline now taken by Andy Garvey, about 15 yards out. Kicks with his left leg across the goals, hopping up near enough to the square. Grabbed by the Hospital player. The ball breaks again. Coming out now about 15 yards out, and the ref gives a free in. And kicked wide.
Hey!
Hospital tried to pull a fast one there by taking the fast free. Eventually made a Hames by kicking it on the left-hand side of the goals and out for wide. John Scully now is kicking the ball out from the edge of the square on the right of the goals. Good one by John out towards the right wing. John Kiley jumps up for it there. The ball breaks again for a Hospital. Hospital man down on the ground. A free to Hospital. Takes it fast again. Intercepted there by Fergal Finnan. Fergal kicks it up across the middle. Comes to Mike McGrath in the centre of the field. Mike on his own kicks the right one up the middle. Grabbed there by the blocked by the Hospital back. Kieran Begley comes in. The ball breaks in. Number 5, Donny Carroll is going forward now on a solo run. And been closed in now by Danny Farrell. Danny goes across him. The ball is in the square. The lobbing inside in the square. Free out for Galbally. Quite obviously inside in the square. The Hospital player is disputing the referee's decision. In fact, he nearly pushed John Scully into the net.
14 minutes gone.
About 13 or 14 minutes, 14 gone now in the second half, 16 minutes left. The score is still 1-7, 10 points to Galbally, 2 to Hospital. 8 points in it. The ball breaks down now for Hospital. Lucky break. Number 19 blocks it on to 17, who's running forward, kicks the ball across the goals, and the ball breaks there. Goal for Hospital. PJ Garvey. That brings Hospital back into the game now when it was gone quite dead. Hospital supporters beginning to rouse a small bit now. Just halfway now in the second half. 1-7 to 1-2, 5 points in it. So the big lead that Galbally has, a goal can make an awful difference. Down to 5 points now. So the pressure, Hospital are bound to exert pressure now if they have any chance. The ball out towards the right wing. John Kiley, ball out over the sideline. The referee gives a free to Galbally. John Kiley has it in his hands. Kicks it again up along the right wing, very near the sideline. Ball bounces out over the sideline on the 45-metre line. Sideline ball to Hospital. They kick it up along the wing. Hospital coming more into it now. The subs that they brought in, number 17 and kick down along the left wing again. Jed Carew goes out, gathers it there. Cross inside. The ref gives a free into Hospital. Shot one taken again by Hospital. Number 11, Mike Hennessy, kicks the ball across the goals and over the bar. 1-7-1, 3-4 pints in it now, about 16 minutes gone, 14 minutes left to play. So Hospital, for the first stage in this game, have come into it, and the supporters beginning to rouse them up a bit now. Galbally gone a small bit deadened themselves now at this stage, inclined to be lackadaisical and not inclined not to go for the ball first and getting into it and getting possession of the ball. The ball breaks again at centre field to the Hospital men. PJ Garvey kicks it high in, grabbed by Tom Quinlan inside, falls. But Tom is fouled this time. Actually, the referee gives a very funny free to Hospital at that there. Tom was trying to come free with the ball. It was actually held, and he gave a free against him. John McAuliffe, now number 15, lined the ball up about 35 yards out from the goals, right in front of it. He's coming up now, slips as he takes it, but the ball goes in low, grabbed by Timmy Cummins. Timmy brings the ball out, a free to Galbally now, about 20 yards out from the goals. Timmy trying to give out to the backs there to shake themselves up a bit at this stage.
That's right.
Ger Fahy now taking it. Kicks it off the ground. A high one, lobbing in the centre of the field. Patrick Ryan fields it again. Tremendous field by Patrick Ryan. A good kick up along the wing. And Shamey Morrissey there and pulling down his men. Hospital free now on their own 45 over on the far side of the field. Kicked by Jimmy Carroll up along again. The ball breaks down there from John Kiley to Mike McGrath. Mike picks it up in the centre of the field. Kicks a good long one out towards the sideline on the 45 Hospital. Running towards it there and the ball is given a free given there to the Hospital man just inside the 45. He kicks it left leg up along the wing. Comes towards John Kiley, fields it well. John goes forward. Extraordinary sort of a tackle there from PJ Garvey. Ball above in the corner now. Shamey Morrissey goes down and falls. The ball there with the Hospital. The ref is calling out. He's hopping the ball now at this stage. On the 20-metre line. Out about 5 or 10 yards from the end line and near the sideline on the far side. Thrown up now. Boxed down by Liam Morrissey, grabbed by one of the Hospital backs who falls to the ground and a free taken. He's going to kick it from his hands. Waits a small but kicks a high one up. Coming forward there. Jerkaroo got a push at the back there. It went out too far. Number 12 coming through the centre. Boxed it out towards the corner. Landyman and coming into 14. The ball is wide. Penalty. The ball is wide. Quite an extraordinary decision there by the umpire. These umpires are really unorthodox. I haven't seen anything like that. Ger Fahy is coming off now after Galbally team. And Paul Ryan I think is gone in. It's Paul Ryan. I see Paul Ryan's going running up. There must be 2 subs he'd gone in so. Willie Burke grabs it inside in the corner, kicks it leg. Blocked down there. The ball is up in the air. Breaks out towards the sideline. Kicked again by Hospital in towards the corner flag. Number 14 there for Hospital coming across. PJ Garvey coming across, boxed it across. He picked the ball off the ground there. Saved again by Galbally. And the ball is 45 there by Galbally. Hospital really putting on the pressure now.
9 minutes left to play.
Paul Ryan has gone inside full forward. Liam Morrissey has gone off.
Liam Morrissey has gone off.
Hospital take the 45 now, coming right in towards the goals. Hops inside in the goals. Caught there by John Mike McGrath saved it just on the line and kicks it right out towards the corner flag. Sideline just very near the corner flag. John Scully down injured now inside the goals for Galbally. The ref is calling in aid for John Scully. So this game is not over yet. 4 points in it. Hospital putting fierce pressure on, but they seem to be trying to get the goal the whole time instead of going for points, which may prove costly in the finish for them.
With 8 minutes left.
There's about 8 minutes left now, 22 minutes, so 8 minutes left in the game. 1-7 for Galbally, 1-3 for Hospital. 10 points to 6, 4 points in it. John Scully is still bent over and injured in the Galbally goal. Galbally have used their 3 substitutes, so they can't substitute anybody now at this stage. John Scully resumes his position, though it seems to be hobbling a bit inside in the goals. The sideline ball taken now right out near the corner flag. Timmy Cummins jumps in. Timmy picks the ball up, kicks it off the Hospital player. Disputed sideline ball there, but Hospital takes a quick one, lobs it across, dropping about 10 yards out, boxed across the goals. John Kiley makes out for it, coming towards this side. John picks it up, kicks it left leg and screws off his leg, goes out towards the sideline. Hops over the sideline ball for Hospital now about 20 yards out. A quick one bending across the goals. The referee's blown his whistle again and asked the Hospital player, Donny Carroll, to take it again. Kicks it now again, lobbing again about 10 or 14 yards out from the goals. Picked up by Mike McGrath. Mike kicks the long one out towards the sideline, out towards the 45, going towards the sideline there. Number 7 for Hospital, Jerry O'Sullivan, fouled out near the sideline. Kicking the ball in again towards the... This time they decide to put it on the ground. Right, a Hospital free now about 30 yards out. Kicked in across. Hops off Mike McGrath's feet, grabbed by Johnny Dunn inside. Johnny kicks it out the middle, coming towards Timmy Cummins. Timmy grabs it at this stage. Donny Carroll goes for him, misses it. Timmy kicks a good long one up along the wing. Paul Ryan grabs it, holds it. Paul kicks it in long into Johnny Cummins. Johnny has it now coming out the goal. He comes out into Danny Farrell. Oh, Danny misses it. It just goes past the post and wide. The ref going in towards the umpire now to see what happened. Johnny Cummins laid out flat on the goals. The goalie came out to tackle him. But we thought Galbally had a goal at that stage. He's consulting with the umpire now on the left-hand side of the goals. The referee is coming out now to Johnny Cummins. He's given a free into Galbally on the 14-yard line. Time now about
5 minutes.
about 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes left, and a point at this stage would be vital for Galbally. Tom Flynn issuing orders there to Danny Cummins. The ball just about 5 yards on the left of the goals, on the 13-metre line. Johnny Cummins up now, holding his head. All right again now. Danny taking the free this time. There's a hold up here because the referee is booking one of the other Hospital players. It's probably for abusive language or something. We didn't see. I thought it was the goalkeeper that actually tackled Johnny Cummins. Tell him to take away the ball, Connie, will you?
Hey, let's take away the ball. Hey.
No. Danny sizing himself up now, coming up towards the... This should be well within his range. Right over by Danny Farrell.
Hi, Danny.
4 or 5 minutes left now. Galbally 1-8 now. They're 5 points up. 11 points to 6. Now about 5 minutes left. If Galbally should be well able to hold it. The ball breaks the centre field, grabbed by Danny Farrell. Danny kicks it up towards the right wing. Nobody out there. The hospital back, Gerard goes back together, very near the end line. Timmy Cummins comes in to cover him. He boxes it across the field to Jimmy Carroll. Jimmy has it now about 20 or 25 yards out, 5 found by Timmy Cummins. Jimmy Carroll leaves it on the ground. Jimmy Carroll kicks it low one there. Boxed on, got by Kieran Begley. Kicks it across, grabbed by Patrick Ryan. Patrick is pulled down the centre of the field now. Sorry, it's Fergal Finnan that time. Mike McGrath to take the free now, right exactly and early on the centre line. Sun sitting now down on the west. Mike comes up to take it. About 4 minutes, a good one by Mike. Lobbing about 30 yards out. The ball breaks there. Picked up by Clostigan. Patrick loses it. Patrick has it again, takes the kick this time. A huge long kick by Patrick Ryan this time, just wide on the left-hand side of the post.
Look out here, lads. Look at Hennessy here.
Well,
Come on, Johnny.
quick kick out there by Hospital comes to Mike Hennessy. Donny Carroll now has it soaring up along the wing. Kicks it up along the wing. Ger Carew Ryan a small bit on side there. Number 13 for Hospital kicks it. And good point, kicks it over the bar. Bobby Finton, a good point by him there. Still 4 points in it.
Well, there's 28 or 28.
2 or 3 minutes left now on the watch.
There'll be a few minutes in.
Just over 2 minutes of actual playing time left. How much injury time the ref will play. 4 points in it now, 11 points to 7. 1-8 to 1-4. John Scully kicks it out towards the right. Breaks off Mike McGrath and on towards Shamey Modesty. Shamey boots it up along the wing. Comes to Fergal Finnan. Fergal picks it up. Coming through the, goes on the solo run into the centre. Boxes it on to Johnny Cummins. Hits it too far inside. Fergal flattened there with a late tackle there. Foul for Hospital there. Inside from 20 yards line. Galbally player down injured.
I was following the play. I didn't see it.
Still a lot of late tackles by the Hospital players. I think if they had decided on playing football rather than this late tackle game, they would have done a lot better tonight. Quick free there now by... Oh, Jesus. Tom Quinlan made a run at it there. Back down. Free up by Johnny Dunn there. Very important free for Galbally. Johnny Dunn down on the turf there. Tom Flynn really rigging on his men now. John Dunn takes it, kicks it out towards Danny Farrell. Danny grabs it. Danny passes his men, goes, boxes it on to Patrick Ryan. Patrick picks it up. Box it on to Mike, passes it to Mike McGrath. Mike fumbles it there in the centre and the ball breaks to Hospital instead of kicking it in. A free there to Hospital, a quick free taken up along the wing. Off. Number 11 now in trouble for Hospital, Mike Hennessy. Hit after the free there. Spectators and everybody getting involved at this stage now. The referee is...
Put him off. He's already booked. He has to go off. He's already booked.
Number 11, Mike Hennessy for Hospital, gets the line there now. I suppose it was eventually bound to happen because Hospital have insisted all night on going for late tackles and going for the men instead of playing the ball.
Time is up.
Time is well up now, well into injury time now. Galbally leading by 4 points. Ball is thrown in there now. Patrick Ryan goes for it. Patrick grabs it again. Definitely the man of the match, Patrick Ryan. Grabbed by John Kiley. John boxes back to Mike McGrath. Mike kicks it up along the wing, going towards Johnny Cummins. Box inside by number 2. Tackle there late. Back. Another bit of an episode there above in the corner. The book coming out this time for Timmy Cummins. Number 2 for Hospital, Tom Costello has the ball now. Going to take the free.
Time is up.
A minute into injury time.
Minute over time.
A minute into injury time now. Timmy Cummins being booked there for that tackle. Tom Costello kicks it out towards the centre. The ball caught there in the Hospital. The ball breaks down. A free again to Hospital at this stage. Kicks a high one down the middle. Well fielded by John Kiley, but the ball is boxed out of his hand there. Knocked down. Coming out now towards, well held by Tom Quinlan up. Free out for Galbally there. Vital free by Tom Quinlan. Did a total disaster there by Tom Quinlan. What he was doing, taking a quick free at that stage, and Galbally well on top. Willie Burke comes across and takes it. The ball breaks there to Donny O'Carroll. Donny going through the centre now. Kicks a high one in towards the, just veers off to the left and wide. 2 minutes into injury time now at this stage. The ref looks at his watch. Score 1-8 to 1-4, 4 points in it. Galbally in front. He looks at his watch again. The ball kick blows it up. Galbally are into the county final for the first time since they went way back in the senior. Since 1969, when they went to the final, were beaten by Claghon. So great win here tonight by Galbally. They played fantastic football. As I said earlier on, Hospital seemed to be going for the man, late tackles, all this sort of thing, instead of going for the ball and playing the ball first off. And they finished up by having a man sent to the sideline. I think it was just about what they deserved. Galbally crowd really delighted at this stage. I think they really deserved to win the match, and on the night's play, like, they were by far the better team. So all the Galbally lads being congratulated out there. And fair dues to Tom Flynn, the trainer. He's done a great job with the Galbally team all the year. They showed their fitness and commitment tonight. Well, Connie, what do you think now?
Here, I let you.
Tim, I'm very pleased with the fact that we have won the game.
Yeah.
The second half was, I think, a much more lively confrontation than the first was.
Right.
Hospital were playing hard, but I would like to add my praise to what you've already said there about the trainer. I must compliment the trainer for his. I was worried all the time that the boys mightn't stick the pace because Hospital are always fit due to the hurling.
Right.
But the boys stuck the pace very well.
They did,
and I must compliment Mr. Flynn,
Tom Flynn,
the trainer.
Yeah.
And
did a very good job with him.
I would like to compliment the players. They showed great heart and great character, and they stuck with it all the ways. And it is great to see Galbally back again in a county senior football final. And if they continue training, I think they're in with a very good chance of taking the title this time.
I think I would say by my picking the men of the match anyhow was the men that wasn't supposed to be playing at all. There was a story out last night or the night before. Your neighbour Patrick Ryan, I think, was really the man of the match. I think he scored 3 or 4 points from play, and the fact that he had heavy tonsillitis and was on antibiotics up to, and is probably still on him at the moment, had a fantastic game at centre field with Mike McGrath, and I think that was where Galbally really came on top, because they dominated at centre field the whole time, practically for the whole match. And
those Ballyfascan boys are good boys, Tim.
They definitely,
good stuff in those fellas.
They definitely kept up the flag flying there tonight. So
both of them, both
lads
played, stuck with it all the ways, and they played. They were going hard the whole time.
That's right.
And
for the full 60 minutes or 65 minutes even.
They caught some great balls and continued to play excellent football the whole way through.
Right, we see Dinny Ryan running down the sideline there now. Dinny is quite excited.
Well, I suppose we have to compliment Dinny and Brian Chapman and John Wallace for their excellent work this year.
Right.
And it's great. They have got just reward for all they have put into it. It's great in reaching a county final.
Fine, yeah, it's a great achievement.
It's a great achievement, and please God, on the day, we'll be able to make it a historic day and a historic year for the club.
Right. Okay, thanks very much, Connie. And with that, I think with the sun setting low on the skyline now, and see Pedro Cousin, who Pedro must be delighted. He's walking with Harry Greensmith facing towards the gate there, and quite a large crowd now at this stage. At the beginning of the match, we thought the crowd was going to be quite small, but I'd say a lot of them came late. The match started on time. A lot of people were caught out. They might have thought it was 8 o'clock or whatever. But I'd say there'll be great celebrations in Galbally tonight, and if they keep this thing going, if they played like they played tonight, I don't think they need feed Skeeton or Abbeyfield or whoever wins the other semi-final tonight.
Of my life, and I have have seen, as I said again, this is the proudest moment of my life. To see Galbally senior getting into a county final. Now, I must say this much. I've been associated with Galbally nearly 60 years. You'll hear old fellas saying that there was no players like their time. But I'm going to say it here now that we have, and this is the greatest Galbally team. This is the greatest Galbally team that ever went out. No. And I expect we're 26th year. This is our year to win a county final. We have the material, we have the spirit, we have the determination. Well, one last word. The man that made this possible, the man that trained and managed the team, Tom Fing, and Tom. I happen to be with the Munster selectors for a few years. I've seen Mick the Wire, I've seen Billy Morgan, I've seen all the great trainers. But I put Tommy Flynn there with him, and if not better. I hope now lads, I have Tommy, I have Wednesday night next. Is that right? Well, I hope we'll have 100% commitment from our players. Every player be in attendance. And we leave it over. Our team, the best enough to Galbally.
What can I say, lads? I tell you, being chairman of the club, I'm just really proud the way the boys played out there tonight. That was no soft game. And anytime you play Hospital and beat them, you have it well earned. So you're in the county final, boys. I hope to God you win it and play a little bit better tonight, and he will win it. I can see no reason why he won't win it.
Thanks, Major.
That's all I will say. And thanks very much to Tommy Flynn, the selectors. They're condemned, we're all condemned from time to time of what we do, but I think everything will right and the right thing was done tonight. So this is a team of just 15 players. This is a team of players, subs, selectors, officials, and support.
Talk to the players. Talk.
1 second. They're on half naked. No, Colin, what did you think of the game?
Hard match. Tough match.
Right.
There wasn't any fancy football in it, but
Right.
best team won the day, I think. We beat them off the field in the first half, and I think that stood to us in the second. We had to be under a bit of pressure in the second half, but just got through it.
What did you think of how the team played now and that? Do you think we had any stars of that? And who?
Oh yeah, Timmy Cummins played
You
brilliant.
thought Timmy Cummins played very well. Patrick Ryan.
They were 3 great points.
Right. But overall, I'd say it was a kind of a team effort, really, wasn't it? Yeah, there was nobody you could pick out that left the team down tonight, like. And Galbally dominated for the whole lot of it. Were you worried at any time?
Small bit there towards the end. They had a few efforts at goals last 10 minutes, like.
Right.
Other than that,
Okay.
I thought we had it.
Thanks very much. Oh, John, team manager. Well, John, you're happy now, I'd say.
Well, Gal said at half time maybe it was only play for 30 minutes, but that's not my I know PJ Garvey didn't come back, but
Right.
the pressure was on Galbally, not on Hospital, and Hospital started well in the second half. Galbally maybe wasn't as good for 10 minutes, but they came back into the game again.
Yeah.
We made a few switches towards the end of it,
Yeah.
and I think it paid off.
Right.
But overall, the whole team plus the subs played brilliant.
Right.
John Kiley, right half back, had one of his best games I've seen him playing football.
Very
And
good.
I hope there was county selectors watching there. Timmy
Right.
Cummins as usual, what you expect of him. But all in all, Patrick Ryan, Mike McGrath, they're the boys that broke the hearts.
Yeah, I thought centre field that Galbally dominated practically for the whole game. I thought
really,
Patrick Ryan, you told me last night or the night before that Patrick Ryan mightn't play at all.
That's right. He had, and he was very sick here Wednesday night, and we asked him before the game tonight, we hadn't the team selected, and he said he was okay, flying fit, right, Pat is in your hands, that's the way we said it. Tommy Flynn, our man doing a super job with him, he made sure they were right. And we thought he was injured there towards the end of it, and we had to make changes, mobilising But hospital were going to put the pressure on, they weren't going to try down the county semi-final.
But overall it was a very good exhibition.
And I was delighted to look back at the crowd there tonight, we were going back a few years ago. So we're on our way to the Gaelic grounds now, and it's our first time in a senior final.
Right.
And
since 1969, I think Galbally went into the senior final against Clahan, beat him in the final.
That's right.
After the going
25 or 6 years.
Yes, as a senior team now.
Yeah. But we went down. We went down and we came back senior, won the county, and we came back senior then again.
Right.
And we had a few bad years. That'll happen any club.
Right.
But this year, I think Tommy Flynn was the change this year. The men got into the players. Maybe relaxed a bit during the World Cup, but every club relaxed there. But over and all. Yeah. I said to you, I think a few nights ago in a certain premises, I won't mention it. I said to you that the match against Banshire gave them the best lesson in history of man, especially Patrick Ryan. John Maloney gave an exhibition of refereeing and pointed out 4 or 5 faults to the boys.
Good.
That was won the match.
That's how you learn.
I came home happy from Banshire that night. Yeah. But however,
the team lasted out well the whole 60 minutes, and we showed that Tom Flynn's training has been
as come.
And I see no reason why Galbally shouldn't win the county now, at this stage.
Well, we're in it now, and like anything, you can't win it unless you're in it.
Right.
So that's the story.
But the best of luck and thanks very much now, John. Go. You must be quite happy now at this stage, I'd say again.
I am. They had a point to prove, they proved it.
Right.
But it was a tough match. They were a tough team to play.
They did play hard sort of football. I thought it would be small bit hard at times.
When they get out of the south, they would play more open game.
Yeah. I think myself, Hospital now, without trying to cast any aspersions on them, trying to be a bit physical. If they win more to play football, they probably would have done.
They had a great period there when our fullback got injured.
Right.
And you'll always get that in a match.
Yeah.
You know, some people, they think they're on top, they have it won. It's
lovely night for football, wasn't it?
It was beautiful. There was the breeze out there.
Right.
You know,
what do you think of the referee?
Well, I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah.
You know,
Did
he
you?
never missed a thing.
I thought some of his decisions were quite strange. Not that he was favouring anybody.
When Johnny Cummins was brought down there and the ball went wide, he came over and he still gave Johnny Cummins a free after the ball gone wide.
Right.
I thought that was a good decision.
Right.
I thought it was. It was actually the turning point. It was the assurance point for Galbally, and that's all we need.
Okay.
You know.
So a great boost for Galbally.
It's nice to be in a county final.
Yes,
it's a long time, 69.
Right.
It's a long time.
Yeah. And best of luck now, Dinian. We'll bring the cup back to Galbally.
With the help of God.
Okay, thanks very
much.
much.
18 men.
Right.
Good men.
How are you now?
So bad, tired.
I'm tired. I heard you were kind of doubtful there early in the week and that.
That's right, I had tonsillitis Tuesday.
And you're kind of all right now? You
perfect,
felt all right going into the game?
Fine, yeah, perfect. Yeah.
What do you think of the match, Patrick?
Very hard. We made it very tough in the end for ourselves.
Right.
I thought we made it very tough for ourselves in the end.
Yeah. Were you happy with your own performance?
Yeah, I thought it's okay.
Yeah, I thought, well, everybody that was on the sideline, actually, I would put you man of the match in my estimation, yeah. You caught some great balls there and you went through in the first half. How many points did you actually score?
3, I think.
You got 3, and 3 points from play. At vital times you came through in the middle. So you're heading for the county final now?
Heading for the county final, the Gaelic grounds.
Right. And I suppose, will you be nervous in your first county final or what?
I will. My first county final, first year playing senior football. I will be nervous, yeah.
Well, I don't think there's any need of that. You shouldn't be. You just treat it as another game, you know what I mean? And what do you think of the training that you've done in Tom Flynn and that? What sort of a job has he done with
Great
you?
respect for Tommy Flynn. All the team are 100% behind him.
Right.
His training is a pleasure to train under the men.
Right.
And it means a lot. Enjoy it a lot. It means a lot. When you enjoy the training, it makes it an awful lot easier.
You haven't any idea who you'd like to meet now in the county final? You met Abby Field already,
I don't
kind of beat you. You don't care at this stage?
I'm not one bit.
Right. So things go right for you, you'll bring the cup back to Galbally. Maybe a big boost to football. Right. So I'm delighted to say that you're feeling all right again, Patrick, and you had a great game which showed it, you know. So you must have really enjoyed it. Yourself and Mike there, your neighbour, you really...
Terrible twins.
We were talking to a Ballyfascan man earlier, the terrible twins, is it? And he was really proud of you. Another neighbour of yours, Connie Buck, we interviewed him earlier on. So the best of luck now, Pat, and thanks very much. Young fellas underage at under 12 and that now,
Paddy. Team we've the South under 12 won, but unfortunately there's no county level in that.
Yeah,
but on tonight's game, it was my first time ever witnessing any man having such discipline over any Galbally team, and I was over a lot of teams. But the discipline on that team tonight, they did what they were told, they played the way they were told. And to my mind, matches are won on the line, not on the field. It's the motivation, the spirit that's engendered into the team. And I would give 100% to Tom Flynn on his own commitment and the commitment he got out of the players tonight.
Well,
because to beat Hospital, as you already said, Tim, is a major task.
All right, yeah.
And we did it tonight. And
they have been, in case people haven't heard it before, some people might be watching this video. Hospital have contested the last 3 county finals.
There you are.
And were beaten in the final 3 times.
I totally agree with him. And they showed that tonight because even when they were 1-7 to 2 points down, they still fought. And in fact, there was 1-5 up and we still only won it by 4 points in the end, 1-8 to 1-4.
Right.
So they fought the whole way, and I think in fact they were last to score.
Right.
Which is an example of the fighting spirit. Of course, they have Jimmy Carroll, a man of experience that has a never say die effort. And the Garveys, you see, they've been the county experience as well. But on the point of discipline, I must commend the team and the mentors, and particularly Tom Flynn.
Right.
I think that's what won the game tonight. Galbally did what they were told.
Right, and they didn't leg it. There was just a small lapse there for a couple of minutes, but I have often seen Galbally teams, and for 5 or 10 minutes, for some reason, they would seem to go out of the game completely. But they were going quite well there at the finish, and they weren't going to die, so that's a credit to Tom Flynn as well.
It is, of course, it is. The spirit was kept up, and even at half-time, I was inside beside him. Tim Cummins outlined the whole thing to them, and he said, lads, spirit and the stick-to-itiveness is going to win this game, and they showed it in the second half. And Tom Flynn asked Tim Cummins, will you, for goodness sake, as an inter-county man, lead those other 14? And he did.
Right.
Tim Cummins led them, and they're experienced players.
Friend.
It was a good, clean game.
Yeah.
Oh yes, finally, I think Ger Hawk from Monaleen had a grade A game.
Right.
The referee.
I wouldn't maybe fully agree with you on that, Paddy, but however.
But I thought he was good because in my life in GA he was the first referee I congratulated.
Right.
I shook hands with him after.
Well, I thought he was terrible fair, but I thought some of the decisions were a small bit strange.
The way he was under pressure too, Tim.
I know. Right. Yeah.
So anyway, up Galway. And I wished him the best luck in the county final.
Okay, thanks very much. Step here now to the dressing room now after having his shower and after the match is John Cummins. Well, John, what do you think now?
Well, Tim, I think it was a great occasion to get this fair. It was a tough, competitive game all the way through, and like I must say, going back to Paddy there and yourself over the years, to Z-Battles, here this fair, and Tommy Flynn, I hope will carry it forward now the rest of it.
Right.
And I think if we really put the emphasis back into the young fellas in Galbally, football will be ever long.
Well, I think this is a big boost even as it is like for Galbally football, like to get to county senior football final, like it doesn't happen every day, like.
Oh no, like as I said, I'm
playing
football since 1979. I remember I was only under 16. I played against Chrome the day the big Farask, as we'd call it, like. And I'm waiting a long time just to get to this day, and I hope on the day we'll prove it right.
Well, I would love to see yourself and Timmy and the other
John Dunn and company
fairly veterans on the team to win at least win one county senior medal. That's Kieran Begley now on his way out with his bag there. And whether Kieran will say a few words to us now or not. Well, Kieran, how are you now after the match?
Not too bad. I'll play another one, sure. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. What did you think, Kenny?
No, it was the first half. We beat him in the first half, right?
You thought in the first half?
Oh, yeah, because we footballed our way out of it, like, in the first half. They couldn't keep up with us, like.
Right. What do you think of the men you were marking now?
Well, geez, I was marking 2 different fellas. The fella in the first half wasn't up too much. The fella in the second half, he came on to me.
They on a couple of subs there, and I decided better than some of the players that were inside.
Yeah, he was running all over the place, like. He wasn't taking his position at all, like, and that kind of confused me, like.
It was hard to play.
Yeah, I'm used to playing the one spot and just running onto the ball, like. And he was running all over the place, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like, he didn't do much of me, that.
So you're happy enough with your display?
Not too bad. He didn't score, like.
Right, yeah. So you say it's Keaton or Abbeyfield now the next time in the Gaelic grounds?
Anyone, we don't mind.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
We don't mind.
That's the spirit.
Right.
Okay, congratulations, Kieran. Best of luck in the final now.
So they tell me, Paddy.
Well, Johnny, they reckon you're the veteran. You're the veteran on the team, Johnny.
Apparently so, Tim.
All right, yeah. We won't ask you your age.
Scully says I'm older.
You've been congratulated there by
Tom, thank you.
Tom Lyons from Glenroe.
Thank you, Tom.
Man, thanks, Tom. So, John, how are you now?
Delighted.
Good. That's
overjoyed.
Yeah.
Tough game. We knew it was going to be tough.
Yeah.
We knew Hospital were going to be physical.
Right.
But Tommy Flynn had us well prepared.
Right.
We used the open spaces of Kilfinane, and we shocked Hospital by playing good football in a big pitch.
Right, I thought Hospital were under the impression that they brought you back here and didn't play in Ballylanas, that they'd run you off your feet and whatnot at the open pitch, but I thought the open pitch suited Galbally better than it suited Hospital somehow.
It suited Galbally on the night because the way Tom Flynn had us prepared.
Right.
Quick freeze, let the ball go early,
They did off fast, and we didn't allow Hospital time to think or time to settle.
Right.
And we took the game by the scruff of the neck from the throw-in,
Right.
and we held out.
Yeah, I would have to compliment Tom Flynn on that point, because oftentimes I was involved with Galbally teams and they were with these quick frees and that, they're trying to lose their concentration, not be switched on. But you seem to be switched on to all their quick frees, like, you know, and covering up very quick in that.
We covered swiftly across the field, because it's the way we've been trained.
Right.
With the last 6 weeks especially.
Right.
And when we were fouled and when we got the chance in open space, we put the ball to our players' advantage all the time.
Good.
And we give our players the 60-40 advantage.
Were you worried at any stage?
After they got the goal for a while.
After they got the goal?
Yeah, for a while. But we came through. We are resilient. We're tough.
Good.
We're tough.
And John, the best of luck now in the county final. We hope you'll have a medal anyhow.
Thank you, Tim.
Right. Thanks, John.
Terrific and delighted to hear it, and to see the match it was wonderful to see him beating Hospital.
Yeah.
I thought I'd never beat him in the beginning.
What do you think your two sons? How did
They're
they perform?
good.
You're happy with him? Tim and John.
Especially Tim to come down to win it. Hello, Philip, how are you?
So you think there'll be small
Small
celebration in Galway tonight?
Oh, big night tonight in Galway.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll be taking home the treasure from the monument.
All right.
No, you go have it.
Okay, bye. Thanks very much.
You're the woman that cheered at her for Galway today. I need have no view of the match.
Okay, so Mike, we'll see you later on. Right, thanks. Huh? You're on
here.
Film star now tonight.
I don't know about that.
We were just after interviewing your father there, interviewing your father there. He said he was quite happy with yourself and Johnny, his two sons, like, you know, the performance tonight. What do you think yourself, like, you know, the game and that?
For 45 minutes was the best Galway performance I'd ever seen. What?
For 45 minutes?
Because, you know, we lost our way in the second half, you know.
At what period? Like, just when they got the goal or something? Was it around that time?
Just before they got the goal, you know, the backs are coming out, and we dropped a couple of balls coming out and we gave away a few silly frees. But geez, I tell you, I'm the happiest man working in Galway tonight.
We're all delighted for you, Timmy. Like, and we hope
Jesus,
that
so many years. Like, we hope. Well, the next ones we have to do it now.
Right, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
The likes of Pedro Cushion and Wilsey and the father and Tom Casey. Huh?
There's some of the older fellas, all the generation they're creaking you on.
They're all here. I'm part of the older generation myself, Tim, for fuck's sake. Huh?
No, we'll be able to put a flag on your coffin now.
Huh? Tom Casey said to me, if I don't come, about 2 years ago, we're coming back to Galway, he said, when you're dead above Malahide, there'll be no one at your fucking funeral. But he said, if you go to Galway, they have the black and white flag on your coffin. So.
Right.
You had to come back.
I had to come back.
I knew I'd get him after that.
So, best of luck anyhow now, Tim, in the county final in 3 weeks. Okay, that's the stuff.